Explosive testimony today from Lieutenant Colonel Alexander Vindman, the National Security Council official in charge of Ukraine policy. Right to Congressman Mike Quigley now. Mike Quigley is an Illinois Democrat who is a member of the Intelligence Committee, and he heard Colonel Vindman's testimony. Thank you, Congressman. I appreciate you joining us. I want to first ask you about this news from the Times is reporting that Colonel Vindman told investigators that in the third ellipsis that we see in this rough transcript, it's there that President Trump, according to Vindman, specifically spoke about Biden and a recording of him talking about Ukraine. In your view, would that be a significant omission?
And unfortunately, I can't talk about exactly what he testified to other than to say I thought he was a straight shooter. And I think the fact that the White House immediately stuck this transcript, this tape, into a secret server tells us that they can't be trusted with this kind of information, and that we're going to have to get the original source here to find out exactly what took place.
Okay, so listen, there's also, originally the White House told CNN that the ellipses, it says, do not indicate missing words or phrases. But this is not an exact transcript, so that issue, what issues does that raise to you? Because they're saying it's not specific.
Yeah, I think that the bottom line, you can't trust this White House. They've been in a conspiracy to obstruct this investigation from day one, back to when it was just the Russian investigation. And we're going to have to get this evidence directly from other sources rather than trust the White House on a transcript or anybody else coming from the White House.
Interesting. So there's also this detail, and let me read it. It's from the Times, and it says, after the call, Colonel Vindman was given a hard copy of the rough transcript to make updates and corrections according to a person familiar with the matter. Colonel Vindman went through the transcript, made changes, gave his written edits to his boss, Mr. Morrison, according to the person. Well, Timothy Morrison is expected to testify on Thursday. It sounds like a key question will be why some of Vindman's edits were made while two corrections were not.
You know, it's a good point, because every witness we have builds upon another. They lead us to other questions and other witnesses that we should ask questions. So obviously that's a great one for that upcoming witness. Undoubtedly, when he testifies, we will learn things we didn't before. All they do is corroborate what the original complaint said from the whistleblower, and they lead us to additional inquiries. At some point in time, though, you have to say that's enough and pack it into articles of impeachment.
Yeah. So, listen, there's a lot going on with this. Can you tell us about this shouting match, apparently, that erupted after Democrats accused Republicans of trying to out the whistleblower? What happened?
Look, here's what I'll say. I'm very proud of the colonel and what his service. But the attacks on him are nothing new. Look at what they did with Senator McCain and the special counsel. There's a different kind of courage he exhibited throughout this process and what he did today, as well as Ambassador Yovanovitch and Taylor and Dr. Hill and others. You know, at their own expense, not helping their career, they've come and spoken truth to power that what the President of the United States did was wrong, that it was wrong to muscle an ally for political gain. And for whatever reasons, I'm proud of them. I'm not particularly proud of my colleagues across the aisle, because they will sully the reputations. They will work hand in glove with the President to obstruct this investigation. And frankly, there are times when you leave the skiff after a day's testimony and the Republicans questioning, and you need to take a shower.
We'll leave it there. Thank you, Congressman. I appreciate you joining us.
Thank you.